Hey all, and welcome back to another episode here on Elegantly EDC. I'm excited to share some items with you from MecArmy, and they reached out and asked if I would review some of their products on the show. To be absolutely clear, I told MecArmy up front that I reserve the right to share both positive and negative attributes in my reviews. Now, my channel is not intended to be a negative trash review channel. My goal is to hopefully be both insightful and helpful. And I promise to be as unbiased as possible, or at least I'll do my best to be. So with that said, thank you, MecArmy, for trusting me with some of your gear. All right, that's enough. Let's get into it. Starting off, let's take a look at the TPX8 Bolt Action Copper Tactical Pen. And you can also find these in titanium or brass, but I am a big fan of this steampunky copper finish. A quick flyover on the base specs. It measures a little over 3 inches long and weighs about 18 grams. Coming in at $66 for any fans out there, this pen is assembled with 9 parts made through CNC precision machining. And this is very evident in this pen's seamless look. I'll start with my favorite design aspect of this pen, and that's the titanium D-shaped keyring. Most EDC pens have a pocket clip on them, which is great for pocket carry or perhaps even on the brim of your hat. But I like that this can be clipped onto a keychain, tied with paracord, or even attached to a purse or backpack. This keyring came with the pen, which is an added bonus. I didn't have to purchase this as a separate accessory. But if you're like me and you like EDC gear that illuminates in some way, you can purchase glow bars and insert them here at the top through these vial slots. And I will be doing that for this pen very soon. The bolt action is a simple L-type bolt action. It's a little stiff, but the more I use it, the more comfortable the bolt action becomes. This pen insert is a LAMY M22 insert, and you can purchase these inserts if you run out of ink on Amazon. Ink flow is the same as a traditional ballpoint pen, and writing with it, at least in my experience, has been very smooth. I think MecArmy did a lot of things right with this pen, and I really enjoyed its aesthetics and writing with it. I like how versatile the keychain is, and all around just appreciate the efforts that were poured into designing this pen. Next is the CH17 titanium carabiner keychain and clip. A design staple of MecArmy, this was created using CNC precision machining, both for functionality and just to give this the sleek design. There's 3 parts to this keychain: a simple keyring, the keychain/bottle opener, which is the main focus of this kit, and finally this little center link. And the way that this link was designed allows for its bodywork to act as its own lock. And it may seem like stuff will come off this just a little too easily, but you actually have to pull it with some force to open it. And same goes for closing it too. The carabiner also shares this unique bodywork trait that the center link has. The carabiner opens with a spring gate for easy access and convenient, just one-handed use. And then the back has a bottle opener feature here. There is no lock on this carabiner. It's not meant to stand up to extreme weight, so car keys and small accessories on a backpack would be perfect for this guy. At the risk of sounding negative, which is not my intention, I do want to mention something about this item that I found to be a little inconvenient. The carabiner doesn't have a closed-off section for the keychain attachment. It's built into the rest of the space here. And as a result, it can get twisted and flipped upside down from time to time. It's not really a deal-breaker issue, but it was something I found myself experiencing and just thinking to myself, The next thing on this list is the GP6 Titanium Fidget Spinner, and this one measures just a tad over a ½ inch long and weighs roughly 20 grams. This is probably one of the smallest fidget spinners I've ever seen, and it's made of titanium with stainless steel hybrid ball bearings in the center. I'm personally not a collector of fidget spinners, and I've honestly never really seen the draw, but I am aware of the research out there showing the benefits to both the calming effects and the increased concentration and focus that these little devices can provide. And I remember these being really popular when I was still in grade school, so I would like to say I'm pretty familiar with what makes a good one versus a bad one. The pros of this fidget spinner, at least in my experience playing with it, is its smoothness. The premium titanium materials give this fidget spinner the feeling of being extremely well built, and balanced, making it buttery smooth compared to one built with lesser materials. It spins for a good amount of time, and it's very responsive to even just a gentle flick. It'll give you a decent amount of rotations. And the final positive, that quickly descended into a negative, is its volume. A great fidget spinner will be quiet, and this actually started out that way until I dropped it. Before I dropped it onto a hardwood floor, this had next to no noise, just a very faint hum when it completed its revolutions around its very smooth axis. And after I dropped it, the noise was significantly more noticeable. The drawbacks, and the reason I dropped it, go back to its size. It's so small that it's very easy to knock out of your own hand, which which is exactly what I did. And through that experience, I discovered that this does not have a very good drop tolerance. I have small hands, and this fidget spinner is almost too small even for me. Again, owing to its size, I find that I can't really comfortably manipulate it with a single hand. I certainly can, just not comfortably. And maybe that's not an issue. Again, I'm far from a fidget spinner expert, so please take my criticisms with a grain of salt. And the last drawback for me is its price. I was lucky enough to have this sent to me, but out-of-pocket costs for someone wanting to purchase what I have on screen, and keep in mind this is just the base model, $65. Once again, I'm not a collector of fidget spinners. I have a casual interest in these at best, and that price tag seemed pretty steep to me. Fidget spinner aficionados, let me know what makes for a great fidget spinner. I would like to educate myself on the benefits of these little items, and I know for some of you out there, these have been a game changer concerning focus and concentration. Okay, so last but not least is the MecArmy B20 EDC Storage Box Compact Waterproof Hard Case. Whew, quite the title. Constructed from 4mm thick ABS plastic and available in 2 anti-scratch finish versions. An IPX8 waterproof rating means that the B20 can be submerged up to 2 meters. With internal dimensions of approximately 6.5 by 4 by 1.5 inches, the B20 bills itself as a protective case for small EDC items like flashlights and multi-tools. But honestly, I see this as a far more useful case when it comes to protecting more fragile gear or even small electronic items. In my case, wireless microphones. The interior features customizable foam inserts, allowing you to tailor the fit for your specific gear. 2 secure latches and a neoprene O-ring seal ensure that the contents remain protected from water and dust, and this is available in black, brown, army green, like the one I bought, and orange. The only complaint that I have is that if you decide to utilize the pluck and pull foam right here, there's not really any attached at the bottom, so your items will come into contact with the hard plastic. You could always just save some of this and glue it to the bottom if you need that extra bit of protection. Priced at $19.99, the MecArmy B20 offers a cost-effective option for those seeking a small but still rugged storage solution. Something that a lot of EDC companies experience, especially in the EDC gear space, is walking that tightrope between innovation, design, and real-world application. Gear that's heavily innovative and stylized sometimes forgets to address the reason that it was made in the first place, and frankly just becomes an accessory or even a toy at times. But on the other extreme, gear that's plain loses out to the perceived cutting-edge, flashier tools. It's clear that MecArmy is working to innovate and differentiate itself in this narrow competitive market. They've got a lot of neat gadgets and useful tools on their website, and I'm really looking forward to checking out more of their gear. Thanks again to the folks over at MecArmy for sending these to me. It's been a pleasure getting to experience their gear, and thank you, the viewers, for watching. I'll see you around on the next one.